She's radiant, right? And she does. When she walked in the room, I didn't know she was the poet, but she did radiate. Yeah. She did. That's a radiance that only comes with confidence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I thought she was beautiful when she came in, but when I heard her talk, she just became sexy as hell. Yeah. Right? It's confidence that's sexy. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know it's true. She could be broke and homeless, but if you walk up, yeah. He just go ahead and let me come, huh? You didn't even know what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't know what I was doing for when I walked in, everyone looking at me. It's okay, okay? It's okay. I know I'm Asian and it's weird. I actually predominantly perform at the Touch of Class. If you are the predominantly black audience, that's what I prefer.
That's what you used to us.
Used to you, I prefer you. We have a lot in common. We do. One thing, I also find Asians annoying. Comfortable to be around. You say no, but really yes. We're not used to each other. That's all it is. Racism is just when you're not used to being around certain people. Or whenever you do spend time with them, you know, if it's unpleasant, then you attribute it to the whole damn race. Right? Well, I don't understand that, because you probably met my auntie, she's a bitch. You can go and tell her that too. You know, your little niece says she's a cunt and a whore. You don't like it. But you know, because it's like, okay, I do have a problem with Asian people. That's just because the ones I'm around annoy me. Okay, they tend to be they're my family. They're my family. They just, you know, that's the ones I'm around. That's the ones I don't like that much. But I'm trying to grow out of it. That's just everything is always about. I'm older. I'm 10 years old. And you said you was 24? 34. So that's, we gotta respect each other's generational differences, okay? There's nothing wrong with older generations' way of thinking. It's just the way they were brought up. If you were brought up, when they were brought up, you'd be just the same way. Really, we're not as special as we all think we are. We are conditions of the environment that we are brought up in, right? So I have to adjust to, you know, most of the time it's just driving. When we're driving and something unpleasant happens when we're driving, you look, if you want to judge that person, and you say, this white bitch, white people, the way they drive. And, or, you know, Asian people That's why they hate us. Okay, so I had to adjust that because we're coming into a new woke culture, and I said, okay, we're so accustomed to diminishing people by that small thing because it's comfortable for us. And I have to tell you, it's not about race. It's just let them be an individual. That person is a bitch, okay? That person is an annoying fucker, okay? But if they happen to be a certain color, that's the color they so happen to be. But it comes in all colors, okay? Bitches and annoying people and racists and assholes, all colors. God made it all colorful like that. And just let it go, okay? All right, so I'm letting it go now that I have some family issues. Don't we all?
Yeah.
It's just the blood-related ones that I don't like. This is not family. It's not about family today. It's about romantic relationships, right? Now, I do better than romantic relationships. Don't get me on family relationships. That's all one thing. Okay? Although my advice on that is just cut them off. Cut them off. Okay, cut them off. Just cut them off. That's the solution to that problem. My romantic relationship is really good. I told you, Mr. Moore, that I've been married for 4 years.
All right.
Very happy. Before that, we've been together for 7 years. So we've been together for whatever the math on that is. Don't assume that I know the math, because I'm racist. I didn't do well in school, so you know. But my relationship with my husband is very, very good. We love each other. I got very lucky. I was blessed. I give it up to God. I'm a believer in God, and I have no doubt that God gave me the husband that I have now, and I'm very grateful. We all have different fetishes, right? Right? Lyric? I've got a weird one. He's a nice guy. He's nice, weird. Because girls, love has there is no rhyme or reason to it. There is no logical approach to who you love, right? It just, your heart does what it wants to do. And your heart leads you to some stupid stuff. It's called stupid love. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It's making you do Because, realistically, there are situations where, a person will love a person that treats them wrong. Right? You hear it all the time. And it's men and women. Don't say that abuse is just men. That's not right. That's not right. Men and women. So it could be a man or a woman, and they will tell you, well, they stole all my money, and they beat my ass up, and I beat my family up, and I love them though. I love them though. I just love them, right? And you can't, I'm not judging those situations. I'm not judging that. It's something wrong with you. I don't know. But your heart feels it. Your heart feels it, right? Love is an emotion, and it's an emotional thing. My husband, I love him so much. He's a good man, but he's broke. He's so broke. He's an artist. That's a nice way. That's a nice way of saying he doesn't have a penny to his name. He's an artist. He's an artist. Ain't that right, Luke? Beautiful. But I know you're broke. You're a wonderful artist, and that's just how it is. But that's what's great about you. That's what I love about you. That's what I love about him. Because you could go one way or the other. That's what I love about him. It's not about, love doesn't make no sense. Just love is because when did you love him? How long you guys been here? 2.5 years. Last 2.5 years going on strong. I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. Love is a beautiful thing. I'm happy. I've never been in a situation like this. This is something else, I don't know. I don't think we're all adults here. Nobody needs relationship advice, right? Nobody needs relationship advice. We all know what to do. We don't do it. Right? We know what to do, right? You know relationship together. Anybody do that? Really? Look up how to keep a relationship together? No? If you don't, it's because your relationship's solid. You don't need to. You're in trouble. A good relationship don't need no advice how to keep together. It's solid. It's solid. The only time a relationship needs some advice how to keep together is breaking apart. You know this. You know it. What breaks relationships apart?
Cheating.
Number one answer. Right? Family feud. Number one answer. Right? Cheating. Okay, so do I need to tell you that cheating is gonna fuck shit up?
Yeah.
Do I need to explain to you what that shit means? Oh, okay. I want to hear no one come in. Oh, they cheated on me. What does it mean? It means take a hit. Take a hit. They don't love you. I'm sorry. They want out. They don't know how to get out. They're trying to get out. Okay? But, you know, I mean, I see some sad faces. I mean, I know we all been through it, okay? We've been all through this shit. I've been through it too. I've been cheated on too. I know what it feels like, so I feel like I know what I'm talking about. And that shit hurts! Even if you don't care about the fucker. That shit hurts. We have pride, right? We have like pride, right? Feelings, right? When it happened to me, I was young. And you know, you find out by going online and you see them post a picture of themselves together. Right?
Oh no, that's worse.
Hurt my feelings. It's normal, you cry about it because you hurt, you get your feelings hurt. But, I mean, I did the mature thing, and I just moved on. And I prayed that they would get STDs, and I let it go. I just let it go. I do the mature thing. Do the mature thing, okay? And let it go, and like, I don't know. I've seen it go a lot of different ways, but people don't let it go. People don't let it go. A person can believe it, but they won't let it go. No, they will dedicate time, energy, resources to petty revenge, right? You know these people. You know these people. They were never creative ever in their life, but all of a sudden, getting ideas, planning shit, right? Acting like scientists and planning, right? Making lists. So I gotta go to Home Depot. I gotta gather up these supplies. Okay? I'm gonna post myself outside their house, figure out their schedule, right? Because there's going to be vandalism that takes place. There's going to be vandalism on the home, on the car, on anything they can figure out how to vandalize. And you know that's true because some of you did it. I think some of you did something. You do it because you get your feelings hurt. You want to get back at them. You want to hit them back. And boy, they do some petty stuff. I love it. I love these stories. I mean, you guys heard of them. You know these people? Are you the people? They'll do the thing where they take their phone number, email address, home address, put it on every contact list, make sure they get spam for the rest of their days. And they just get creative all of a sudden. It's like, okay, you used to call me honey. Well, I'm gonna just take honey, put it all over all your stuff, put it on your clothes, put it on your house, put it in your car. You know, creative, inspired, passionate stuff comes out of nowhere. But people are prepared. They make time. Because the world is petty. All I'm saying is, it really, but you know, it doesn't get you anywhere, does it?
No.
It doesn't really get you anywhere, does it? It feels good at the time. It feels very good at the time. You like it. You tell your friends. But in the long run, it just makes you look crazy.
Yes.
It just makes you look crazy. And you might go to jail.
Right.
Okay. And they're going to tell all their friends how crazy you are. Leave you alone forever. You crazy, little big crazy bitch, right? Or bitch man, right? Because the men will do it too. The men will do it too, but they'll do the one that really gets you in jail. Stalk you and threaten some stuff. If they threaten to kill themselves, don't stay with them. They're not going to do it. know how to die, that's your choice. Give them the freedom. Because that is not love. That's not love holding someone down with guilt, right? Holding somebody down but like holding them hostage, right? So I mean, if you got that kind of sensitive heart in you, I don't got that problem. Go ahead. That's how I feel. And I feel about freedom of choice and all that stuff. But I mean, I know it's a touchy subject, and I've been on the other side of the coin too. I don't know if I've cheated as well. You know, it usually happens after you got cheated, right? Because you start feeling low, right? You start feeling kind of low, and then you make decisions that aren't respectful to yourself. You just go and try to fill that void and feel like you have value. You try to feel like someone will be with you and you'll be with anybody, and it's anybody. Anybody, give you the time of day, really. And you say no, but it's anybody. After a couple of glasses of that, it's anybody. They don't seem like anybody after 5 glasses, but it ain't shit. You don't even need tea. You hear that, Trina? Oh, Trina. Oh, Trina has had some hard days. I'm sorry, Trina. Do you have a good heart? Do you have a good heart? I mean, thank you for old Trina, because that man never got any action, and she not been feeling so down. Right? I mean, there's good that comes out of it. But I tell you, what happened was I was in a relationship with really a very nice person. He was a very nice person. He just wasn't somebody that I was in love with. And, you know, to be honest, I wasn't in love with myself at that time either. Just to give you an insight on the cheater's mind, it's a low self-esteem place to be. It's not, cheaters are not these confident, happy people. They are filling a void. They are filling a void of emptiness and a void of a feeling of low self-worth, okay? And, you know, you go with somebody because it gives you a temporary feeling of value, you know? It makes you feel like, oh, somebody wants me, right? You don't tell people who that somebody is. That somebody ain't shit. That somebody is. You never tell them who it is. You go, 3 people want to be with me right now. They're shitty people. They're garbage people. They're garbage people, right? But you're stupid at that time. You're stupid because with low self-esteem makes you dumb. It makes you do stupid things. You know, low self-esteem makes you be with somebody you shouldn't be with. Really, low self-esteem makes you think that somebody that hurts you, that cheats on you, you'll stay with them. Somebody that hits you, or that somebody that emotionally abuses you, and it goes for men and women. There's a tendency to think that this is a woman's victimhood. No. Women do it to good men all the time too. So it goes all the way. But they're what was I saying? I'm sorry. They cheat. Oh, we have cheese. 20 years take it over. But if you stay with the person that treats you bad, I want you to know, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't care. You are not a fucking victim. It's your fault. I just want you to know that, okay? Like when a relationship is broken, what holds it together? What holds it together? Sex. Are you sex? You're all wrong. You're all wrong. You learned it. Faith in God, you said. Oh, that's wrong though. That's wrong though. There is only one thing that keeps.
Fear of being alone.
You're being alone, but you're getting closer. You're getting closer. Okay. So a broken relationship, that means one that's not built on love, one that's not built on trust. on respect. The only thing that keeps that thing glued solid together, low self-esteem. Okay? Low self-esteem, that's what it is. That's what it is. Insecurity. Okay? Insecurity is a magical glue that keeps a broken relationship together. If one person has low self-esteem, you got a good chance of keeping that relationship together. If both of these people have low self-esteem, they're going to be together forever. There is nothing that you can do to each other that's going to mess that relationship up. Is up to yourself. That's why it's called self-esteem. And it's not called someone else's esteem. Okay? It's called self-esteem because you need to uplift yourself. You need to encourage yourself. You need to love yourself. Right? And no one's going to do that for you. You need to do that for yourself. These are choices. These are choices we always don't want to admit that are available to us because victimhood is very easy, okay? But your happiness is your choice, believe it or not. Your misery and the status of your life is your choice. I'm not saying that it's easy because it is absolutely not easy. Sometimes there are terribly tragic situations where people find themselves just with somebody that is difficult and hurtful. And it will put you in a very tight bond. But you have to make a choice. You have to make that choice of leaving. There are people close to me, and I'm not trying to get that personal, but I wish they would just do better for themselves and do better for the people that were around them. And if they want to work through it, and if you want to work through cheating, then commit to that choice. There's nothing wrong with committing to that choice. If you say, that's okay, I'm okay with this, I still love you, then commit to that choice and be happy with that choice. But don't go punishing people. Don't go punishing people forever. Right? I'm just going to stay with you and just live my whole life in spite and just destroy you. Destroy you. That's your choice. That's your choice. However you want to live your limited life is how you want to live your limited life. But cheating, I don't think is like, we make a big deal of it, and like I said, I've been the cheater, and it comes from low self-esteem. It comes from low self-worth. I don't care what anybody says. Look at Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. We all know about this. He cheats on her. Now, we all can't fathom the idea that Tristan Thompson might have low self-esteem. Because he has something we all have. He's an NBA player. He has some wealth. He has fame, but the only reason he has fame is for dating Khloe Kardashian. You seriously? You would never even know his name. If he wasn't Khloe Kardashian. She was the loudest woman of all time. You've been married to her for how long?
13. Wait.
Did you hear me say it's Pinky in the brain?
But you know what? You guys match each other, huh? Because I can never be married to you, but he can. You only need the one. You only got time and room for one.
That's right.
Well, back to what I was saying about Tristan Thompson, okay? Now, I know from personal experience it comes from low self-esteem. It comes from insecurity and wanting to feel more. And how can Tristan Thompson possibly have low self-esteem? Well, sure he's an NBA player, and sure he's rich, but he's right up there. His peer group is a bunch of more rich and more famous and more successful NBA players. So do not underestimate the ability to be insecure at any level of perceived success in life, okay? And what it is about cheating is like, the cheater's mind is very stupid. I've been there, it's very stupid thinking. Because with insecurity, when you don't have that, it makes you dumb. It makes you see everything all messed up. And it becomes about not having they're not getting better when they go out there. He's not getting better than Khloe Kardashian. He's getting more. It's about quantity. It's not about quality. The cheater, the person that gets cheated on, always diminishes themselves in value when they think, I'm diminished in value. Why do you feel diminished in value? This is the person who's insecure. They're not getting better than you. They're just getting more. They're getting a quantity. It's not quality. They're not getting better than you, okay? It's like you have a perfectly good car at home. It's a nice car. But you're going to bring home 3 hoopty beaters that can't park slow and park that in the lawn because you're so stupid. You think that having more car is better than just having the good car.
Right.
You can only drive one at a time. You want to drive around in the beater? Go ahead. That's really what it is. He's not. You never heard of who Tristan Thompson's cheating on with. They know damn well he's with Khloe Kardashian. It's in the news. These are people. This is a reciprocal relationship of like feeding each other with low self-esteem. Okay, you feed my low self-esteem, I feed your low self-esteem. Okay, so we need to change the narrative around that. Okay, that's what I think. Now, I feel really bad because the person that I was with that I cheated on was a nice person. He was just not for me. And that's no excuse at all. I felt low. I was with him because I felt low. And then the person I went with was even lower than me. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you have a nice meal at home. Okay? Someone got a nice meal for you at home waiting for you. But that ain't enough for you because you need more. Right? You want more. Not better, just more. So I drove out and got some Taco Bell. Taco Bell gives you gonorrhea. It's dirty. It's cheap. It's cheap and it's dirty. And you regret it. And you all laugh because you've been there. Thank God it's curable. But shoot if it don't make you feel like shit. Right? And that's what I'll tell you is that being on both sides of the coin, getting cheated on was much easier than being the cheater. Getting cheated on, I can get over that. I can sweep them under the rug and get over it and be past it. But being the one that cheated was something that I am not proud of and that I have been ashamed of and would never do again. Would never ever do again. That is something that is a terrible thing to do to somebody, whether you love them or not. And if you have a conscience at all, you'll feel bad. Because I feel bad. But I am grateful for everything that happens. I'm grateful to God because despite every flaw about me, God found me still worthy for love. That is the beautiful grace of God. He forgives you as we should forgive each other. And He gave me my husband. And my husband is a good man. And I will never cheat on my husband. After what happened, I would never be the person responsible for hurting this relationship or hurting the person that I love. So, that is love. That is love. I would never want to. That's my nightmare. I have nightmares about that. Because he's such a good man to me. He loves me. He's there for me. He was with me when I had hair. Now look at me. It takes a real man to be with a woman that can be herself and shake her head and look like this. And I don't even always do makeup. I look like a straight up man sometimes. I did makeup for you guys because it's a special night. But it's a real man that lets you be yourself and that loves you and that is secure in his masculinity to allow me to be free and be myself. So I would never do that. Now, this has been interesting, right? You guys been having an okay time? Oh, yeah. Even with all the homework that Terry gave us? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to do homework. See silence. But, Terry is the lion. Huh? You the lion? I guess I'm the otter. I don't like authority. And he was telling us he had to do stuff off of him. But it works for you, right? Now, I could never be with Terry. I could never be with Terry because he's bossy. Right? If this works with you, Terry, and you don't mind him telling you what to do and all that stuff. He said, today is couple night. This is the night that the women serve the men. Terry, that's every night. No, you're gonna choke him tonight. You're gonna choke him tonight, right? Yeah. Okay, tonight you choke him, but respectfully. Love in your heart. Love in your heart. Tonight in that room right there, beat his ass. Beat his ass. You do some of that dominating stuff, okay? He needs that. He needs that. That's my advice. You know, like I said, really, like cheating is not the worst thing that can happen. What's the worst thing that can happen to your relationship? Cheating? Not cheating.
They die on you.
No, that's sad as hell. But damn, that was hell sad. Yeah, well, that is hard because you really love.
I would rather him cheat on me than die on me.
You rather him cheat on you?
I'd rather him cheat on me.
Once he cheated on that's on what she was dead.
He's maybe good friends there, and he's still be in my life or something. Then he died and he'd never be there again. Oh. That would just kill me.
Who's your man right here? He's right here. She said this out here. Don't do that. She just said you can cheat all you want. He's died. That shit don't work for me. That don't work for me. I will kick off and kill you. I'll let you go.
But he wouldn't give me any more, but at least that from some point I get past it, we could at least be friends at some point, but we never be together again. But I just be happy to know he's alive and happy with somebody.
Remember what I said about self-esteem? Do you remember what I said about that? You need to work on that. Alright? You need to work on that. Alright? That's my advice for you. No, what is the actual threat to your happy, loving relationship?
Father and love.
No, stop. One thing. There's one thing that will mess up a relationship more than cheating. Not even halfway there. Kids. Kids. Who's laughing? Y'all, you have kids? You got kids? Kids? Fuck shit up, huh? You fuck shit up. Now, like cheating, you can breathe on through cheating. Y'all can both cheat on each other. But kids are a powerful, destructive, just, you know, they mess shit up. They will mess shit up. You will have the most beautiful, loving relationship. But if you introduce a child at the wrong time, it will transform everything. It will transform your queen into a nagging bitch, right? It will transform your king into lazy motherfucker. You don't do nothing right? Because it's just difficult, okay? Because people don't tell the truth. That's the real key to a good relationship. Just tell the truth. Be honest. If you want out, say you want out. If you want a kid, just communicate this thing, okay? But you can't just bring one in, okay? Because women will use kids as like a trap. They will trap their man with this with a kid. And he's nodding. I'm so sorry. Because it is a trap. Don't say it's not a trap. We live in a world of birth control. That means you have control of this birth. All right? There's like 7 different methods. Okay? So if you are not consenting with this man about having this kid, you guys are gonna have problems. There should be, I'm with you, I'm with the men on this one, okay? If you want to bring a life into the world, there needs to be consent. There's 3 lives at least at play here, right? The kid that's yet to be born is the 2 of you. Now the kid has no say. That kid has no say. But the man and the woman should have say. You should have consent. You should say, do you support me having this kid? And if he says no, you shouldn't have to. Okay, Okay? Because you say no. But does that ever stop women? No. I'm having this baby, whether you're gonna be there or not. Okay, just have that in paper. Have that in paper. Have that in paper. Have that in writing. Okay? Because if you said I didn't support this, then I also do not support child support, and I don't need to do any of this other stuff. She's making this decision on her own. Okay? Because that's wrong to me. That is wrong. That is not the way that you keep a relationship together. Now, Mr. Moore, you said you could wrap this up in 5 minutes? Is that what you said? Wrap it up. He said wrap it up. He said stop this. This is too much. This is talking too much. But I will say that there is nothing, I'm not trying to, me and my husband, we don't have kids. That's why we're happy. We're happy people. We're free. We live our lives. But when you want a kid and you guys want to have a kid together, I don't think there's anything more beautiful than that. Than a family that wants to be a family. A family that is happy to be together. Okay? I can't believe that there's a couple and their kids, right? You're the daughter of your parents here? You guys came together? That's a beautiful thing they came together. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. I can't believe you guys did that. I would never dream that happening with my family. But what you guys have is a beautiful thing. Because I take it your parents love you. Your dad treats your mom with respect, right? Your dad treats your mom with respect, doesn't he? Because otherwise you guys would not be here as a family. And therefore, you learn that you have a husband that treats you with respect too, huh? And you guys have a real love thing. That's a beautiful thing. And there is nothing that can beat that. True love and true happiness. And you don't have to have a kid to be a family. You can be a family too. You don't even have to have a partner to be happy. You don't have to have forever to be happy if you don't want to. You just gotta have an agreement, right? So tonight when you guys are in your hotel rooms and doing your thing, just have an agreement. Why are we here? Why are we together? You guys just want to have a good time? You just want to do this? Just have enough respect for each other to tell each other the truth. Have a good time. And love each other. Because that's all it is. And I won't go on, and I'm very happy to have spent some time with you. From the bottom of my heart, I wish everybody, because it doesn't do any harm, to wish everybody love and happiness.